Matt Pinfield backstage. Well, I wouldn't call it backstage. Back in the back, because it's a
Back
beautiful
scene.
river. Back in the back scene.
Back scene.
It's a back scenery.
The Backseat Boys.
It is. It is. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
We're having a great time here. It's beautiful because beautiful day. We're in Jacksonville, Florida. Welcome to Rockville 2014. 4 stages, a ton of great bands, and a great band that I love from Italy, Lacuna Coil.
Hello, hello.
Hey, what's up, Andy? How you doing?
I'm good. Just chilling out after the super heat on stage.
Yeah, I know, man. It's amazing. Now, you're one band who's no stranger to festivals. I mean, you've been playing for years and touring around the world. I remember the first time I saw one of your first video clips, and I went, man, I love this. Who are these guys? Like, how I had to find you the first time, which is pretty amazing. And it was a fan. And how many years now has it been that you guys have been together?
It's a little over 15 years. We did the 15th anniversary almost 2 years ago, so it's now 17 years.
Wow, it's incredible, man. It doesn't even feel like that long, though, does it?
No, we've been busy. I mean, especially the past 10 years, when we're still trying to tour more, you know, and open to all different kind of territories. Then it's been really busy, and the years has been flying,
which is incredible. Now, one of my great friends, Jay Baumgartner, great record producer, who's done, first Papa Roach album. He's done tons of records, Alien Ant Farm. I mean, the list goes on. He's worked with everybody. NRG Studios, he has in LA. I love the place. He's one of my close friends. He and Kyle, who was also one of his secret weapons, who works with him. Kyle
Hoffman,
Kyle's amazing. They went over, like engineer, producer together to Italy and hung out with you guys and did the whole new record.
Yes.
And I called him like, Jay, where are you? It's ringing like it's in Europe. And he's like, oh, dude, I'm with Lacuna Coil. I'm in Milan.
Actually, it was their first time in recording out of North America.
Yeah.
So they came to Milan. We went to the nice vintage studio. So they loved all the gear they had over there, like a lot of Gibson and Fenders from the 60s, a lot of pedals, a lot of amps, and crazy amount of microphones and stuff. So they had a completely different vibe. And the record actually has been influenced by this vibe as well. You know, the way they've been working and playing, especially Kyle, playing all this gear.
Yeah,
and then we feed them a lot of Italian food.
Yeah, they told me they had the greatest food, and they said that they found this really cool bar that like only played great rock, like hard rock.
Yes, yeah, the Wizard.
What's the name of it called?
The Wizard.
The Wizard, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little tiny rock metal bar with all kind of special whiskeys and beers.
That sounds great. You should tell people watching right now, the Lacuna Coil fans, or people that might go on vacation to Italy and Milan, about this bar. So you can go somewhere and hear some good music.
Yeah, the Wizard on the water channels and the Rock and Roll Bar, the 2 best rock bars in Milan.
That's incredible. And they said the food was amazing too. Where did you take? How many restaurants did you take?
Almost every night we were going trying different pizza, different Italian food from different regions, like southern, northern. Yeah. So they loved it. And Kyle fell in love with the special thing we do. It's like an ice cream drowned in coffee. We call it torroncino al caffè.
Dude, I love that. You know, it's amazing. Like the gelato, I get that in New Jersey. My girlfriend and I got this one place, and I'm like, the dessert is like the espresso over that gelato. And because it's gelato, and it's funny, we're talking about food, but why not? Because it holds, it doesn't melt like ice cream.
No, it stays.
It stays. It's so delicious if you love coffee.
Coffee. And you can put a little bit of brandy as well.
Yeah, depending on what you want to do. Yeah, exactly. Which is phenomenal. What about, you've toured everywhere. Being from Italy and being home, what's the best place you've ever eaten pizza outside of Italy?
Probably New Jersey.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear, baby. That's where I'm from. I love it. Oh, that's great. We're in
Jersey. That's a place right behind the Stone Pony, the venue.
Oh, yeah.
Like the next building. I don't remember the name, but they make great pizza. Really close, like 80%.
Dude, you're to laugh because that's my backyard. I ran a rock radio station there for years. I DJ'd there before that, and I put on and I promoted more shows than the Stone Pony and the Fast Lane than you could even imagine.
Same sidewalk, keep walking.
Yeah. That's your favorite pizza you've eaten outside
one of the best. Another one really good is in Seattle.
Yeah, which one?
I don't remember the name. It has an Italian name, obviously.
I love it. I wish, I so want to mention the place and give props to my Jersey brethren there. You know what I mean?
Actually, another great one, not for pizza, but for Italian food. It's called La Pallina in Brooklyn. Yeah. We went there with Pete Steele of Typo Negative after the tour we did in 2007.
Yeah, I was so sad we lost Pete, dude.
Yeah, he was a great friend. Not only a great musician, but a friend.
Sorry about his death, man. I got my gold record for Bloody Kisses, Yeah.
And one of my all-time favorite records.
Oh, what a great album, huh? Right? And Black #1, man. All that stuff. Christian
we toured
Woman.
with them, and then after the tour, he took us out to celebrate the end of the tours to this Italian place, and it was amazing. Tell me the name again, because
I'm
La Pallina.
La Pallina.
Yeah.
Because man, you got to go. Because I know that I even get offended, and I'm Irish, English. But and my daughter who's running around here is Italian, Irish, English. Right. So here's the thing. I get offended when I go out and have bad Italian food. I mean, I can't. There's a problem. If bad Italian food is real bad. Bad pizza is real bad.
Yeah. But you can find some good stuff if you know the places, you know, or you cook it yourself.
Yeah. What's the worst pizza you had in America? What city?
Many pizzas. Usually the chains are the worst, like the big chains.
I can't stand them. You know, it's funny. I'll land in a city like LA, and it's like the restaurants are all close, so you order like one of the chains. Sorry, folks, you're gonna get mad, but Domino's or one of the other ones. And I'm like,
some are decent, some are worse.
Worse or better, depending on it. But that's great. So tell me about making those records all these years. It's great. As a band, you guys have been a family for so long.
Yeah.
How did you guys actually form? Were you all just lovers of rock? What was the stuff that you were into when you guys got together?
Basically, me and Marco, the bass player, we formed the band. We were skateboarders, so we know each other since he was like 13 and I was 15.
So cool.
We grew up together, and when we couldn't skate because of the weather, we were in his room jamming in his house, you know, Pantera, Metallica, Iron Maiden, ACDC, all the classics. And then we were also into the hardcore music like Black Flag, Dead Kennedys, Biohazard.
I love hearing you love that stuff. That's
so
cool.
we mixed up. We've always been very open and mixed up like punk rock and metal.
Yeah.
And then when we really decided like to form the band, we were a lot into Type O Negative, Paradise Lost, Tiamat, like European bands and American bands, more dark, Black Sabbath. So we decided to go to that more doomy, dark, gothic kind of sound.
Yeah, which is great
That's
stuff.
where we really started. And we choose all the other members, Christina and the other guitar players, just in the circle of friends that we knew they could play, you know, hanging out the same metal bar in Milan and just jamming.
So what was the first record you bought with your own money as a kid? Like the first album you bought? And what was the first concert you saw? What was it?
First rock concert. I was underage, so I couldn't not even be inside. But some friend of mine opened the emergency door and let me in. I was like 14, and I saw Primus.
Oh, that's
Primus
cool.
was my first
That's
rock
my
concert.
brother.
And with a band, there was another band called Limbo Maniacs from California.
They were great guys. I love the Limbo Maniacs. They're my friends,
so that was my first rock concert.
Yeah.
And
it was like early 90s, right?
Early 90s, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we're talking about.
And then probably the first record I bought was probably some Iron Maiden, I think.
Yeah.
First
Maybe
metal record I had was
Let
There Be Rock, ACDC. Like my cousins gave me that record. My dad bought me a Kiss tape.
Which one? Which Kiss
Animal
tape?
Eyes.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Let There Be Rock, by the way, is, in my opinion, the most underrated AC/DC record.
It's one of my favorites.
It's one of my favorites too. Yeah. You know what I've sat at a dinner with Angus and Brian Johnson, and I remember going to, and Brian's the greatest too, but I remember sitting on the side with a whole group of people, and Angus goes, "Give me some pot stories, dude." And I explained to him, I ended up, if you get like that special edition of Back in Black with the 5.1 and the documentary, I narrated it.
Yeah.
But funny is I remember the story you told me, and it ended up in those reissues that Let There Be Rock. I'm like, dude, I go, you can hear the amp sizzle on that record. Like when you hear like Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be or Overdose, it's like, I love that sound,
they're my
man.
favorite classic band.
It's the best, dude. You can't
Black Sabbath, ACDC are my two favorites.
You cannot love it. When he told me the story, maybe you heard this because I think it maybe eventually made it into one of the liner notes of Prince of reissues. But Angus goes to me when I go, dude, I know your older brother George Young. You know, he was in the Easy Beats, one of the greatest Australian like beat groups. You know, they were like British Invasion. They did Friday on My Mind. Bowie covered it years later, but. He goes, he was producing, and he and Harry Vanda, the two guys from the Easy Beats, were producing those early AC/DC records before they were Mutt Lange, right?
Yeah.
So he goes, my older brother, you know, when your older brother tells you what to do, you know, you kind of listen to him. He goes, I'm doing that lead on Let There Be Rock, and he goes, dude, the amp caught fire. And my brother's going, keep playing. He thought the thing was going to explode. So there's Angus Young, like, looking behind him, going, that frantically.
That's the real deal.
Literally thought the amp was going to blow up. And instead, like, and you listen, that's such a great record, isn't it?
Yep.
What's your favorite tracks on it? I love Overdose, Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be, Problem Child.
Yeah, Let There Be Rock is also.
And and a whole lot of Rosie.
Yeah, a lot of Rosie.
One of the greats.
I love all the record. I mean, and not only that one.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah, they're all great.
Yeah.
You know, High Voltage, Power Rage, they're all like,
yeah.
I'm into it all.
I grew up listening to those guys. They're my favorite classic band.
First concert you saw that like changed your life, that you love.
I saw Anthrax touring with Public Enemy.
Oh,
when they
that's
did
cool,
that crossover
yeah.
tour, you know.
Did you see Rob Calagiano was here yesterday?
Yeah, I saw him. He's a good
Rob's our
friend.
brother, yeah.
We toured actually with Anthrax afterwards because
Yeah.
I was a kid when I saw that
Yeah,
concert,
yeah.
but then I really toured with Anthrax in one of the first North American tour we did
Yeah.
as Lacuna Coil.
Yeah.
And there was Rob on guitar.
And Rob
so
and Scotty, and you're like,
yeah.
dude, there's my boys
Yeah,
right there.
actually, we tour with both.
What do you think about Volbeat?
Both the lineups.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the one
Oh, the
with,
original lineup.
Yeah, with John
Joe-
Bush as
yeah.
well as
Joey Belladonna,
Joey
right?
Belladonna.
Yeah, it's great,
So
yeah.
It's great. A dream come true. I know I see Joy with Public Enemy on that
Yeah,
tour.
yeah.
And I saw them again, and
What
it was
a
great.
great time.
Yeah.
Those guys, you know, like people don't realize Anthrax was, you know, they were the band that really put together the
They
metal
started the
hip-hop thing.
crossover.
Yeah, they did. They
Yeah.
were, you know, and I love those dudes.
I
you
think
know.
they put the basis for the modern metal.
They really have. They're great, man, and great guys. So it was so great to see Rob yesterday and hang with him, and now him playing with Volbeat because they're awesome.
Yep, we tour with them as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it, man?
Yeah, they're great guys.
Hey, man, I love the fact that we all overlap as friends and everybody's. You know what I mean? It's a cool deal.
We were play a festival 2 days ago, and we were the two only European bands. You know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
how you
dude,
doing,
it's so
guys?
cool. You hooked
Haven't
up.
seen
That's
them in a
great.
while.
And then you had Rob in the middle, your American brother,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's
And we have an American drummer too.
Yes, and there you go. It's fantastic. Andy, it was great having you on, man.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very
Congratulations
much.
on the new album, man. It's a great record. I'm glad you worked with Jay Baumgartner and Kyle on that record. And I was getting phone calls, getting reports, and now I got your
Check in.
side of it from Milan and everywhere over there. We're hanging out. New Lacuna Coil album is great. Make sure you pick it up. We're coming to you from Welcome to Rockville 24. God, I can't even speak. You know,
2014.
I'm gonna let you say it. Let's do it. Say what?
2014.
Thank you so much, Andy. I got all choked up. That's good.